Light Madness. We are doing a reading for water signs, Sun, Moon and Rising for 2022 for the month of July. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough. Okay, so what I've picked up so far is that someone is looking at illusions, or maybe they work in media. Some people that are in water signs may be working for a television station, creating movies, and it's an actor. Yeah, things are not always as they seem. You can look at the guitar at one light and the reflection becomes another instrument like a harp. So it could also talk about you having moon placement heavily in your chart, or that you're a little bit stressed and there's been a full moon and there's been problems with some sort of mask that someone's wearing that they may take off. And then we've got crossing your path. It says you're trying to make wise investments for your future. You may be trying to save money for a house or a home, or you may inherit some money from someone who's going to pass over. It's family money, and it's a legacy that they've left so that you can carry on and pass it along to the rest of the family. So people that have family money want to maybe figure out a way to distribute it amongst the people when they decide to leave the planet. So someone may be trying to decide who to leave what to when they go. An end of life plan, if you will. In the past, we've got renewal. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgment of yourself and others. This is talking about you releasing judgment on other people. When everyone judges others, it's only God that judges. So it's telling you not to judge people. We are who we are. We come here with a certain purpose, and we come here to learn lessons. It may not necessarily be happy lessons, but they are lessons nonetheless, and you will grow from them. And so hopefully you've grown from that. And in the past, perhaps, your ego got in the road of the lesson. You may have had an addiction you were fighting in the past, whether that be an addiction to, I don't know, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, drugs or alcohol, some type of addictive behaviour. Gambling may have been a problem, but you've since overcome that. You've got a Two of Winter. This is the child that's trying to choose between his heart and his head, because his heart wants one thing, it's the song in his heart, and the head has another song. So you need to listen to your heart in an emotional decision to make about a family member, perhaps, that is not here for long. Nine of Autumn talks about working from home, starting your own business. Maybe you decide that you want to do something new. In that way, you can afford to stay home alone and be self-employed, and also be able to work from home while looking after children. It says in the recent past, I think we've got the Three of Autumn. Follow your passions. You may be creative. You may draw, paint, write, sing. You may have an artistic ability. You might sew something, or weave, or something like that, where people will ask for you to complete a series of paintings, and then they will pay you for your work, because your work's very good. And this is talking about a graduation, someone who is graduating from a school, a university, and there's three friends celebrating. Then you've got a Three of Swords. You may be separate from someone at the moment. You may be separated from a loved one because of illness, or because of an operation that had taken place. And so they may be recovering in hospital, is what that talks about. It's very painful, because the procedure may have been very painful, and you may have been very upset about it and not dealt with it yet. And then you've got the Hermit. This talks about the Hermit's always to do with going within, being a teacher or a mentor to others, trying to teach others how to live their life, and a commitment to your spiritual growth. You may try and be someone's light when they're in their darkness, so you need to be that light for a family member during this time. Now the deck I'm using is the Fairy Tarot by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine, and the other deck I've got is the Fairy Oracle by Cavendish, and what's the name? Artwork by Selina, Fenech. And then we have the Enchanted map by Colette-Baron-Reid. So I'll put another card for water. Clean house. Amazing things come when we just get back to basics and clean. So some of you may have to just clean the house in order to get an insight or an idea about your current situation. By cleaning, we're in a meditative state. It might take your mind off what's actually going on around you and what you're not coping with. So that's 37 in the Enchanted map. It's time to clear the clutter. Declutter your life. Get rid of things you no longer want in a home. Release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you need to address? Thoughts, memories, emotional baggage could be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Let's spring clean and reveal the freedom as you make your way for better things. Look at what you've resisted, discarding, and be honest about its value. Be honest, clean house. So that's the message for someone in particular. Far, far away. This is you daydreaming. Some people might daydream. You may be someone that goes off when you drive and you go into daydreams through the daytime. So be careful and pay attention when you're driving, but you can sometimes wander off when you're relaxed and think about things. And you know, when you just go on automatic pilot and you start driving, all of a sudden you're where you were meant to be because you weren't even paying attention because you've gone on autopilot. That's what that's talking about. 30. A tendency to daydream will be with you at this time, and this daydream will allow you to create, receive messages and understand far more than you believe at present, far, far away. Others may say you have a lack of focus, that you feel disconnected, allowing yourself to be distracted by ego, easily bored, short attention span. While daydreaming is beautiful and enriching, it's important to ground these imaginings with endeavour and with craft, bringing the earth element and surprise everyone with the beauty of your creations. And that's all I have for you for water signs. I hope that helps someone out there. Stop. There we go.